When you were casting My Left Foot, for example, and we talk about Frankie, you talk about family, you talk about the fabric that you've been discussing, you kind of, and listening to what you've been saying, you get the impression there's a lot of all of that in these films.
Yeah.
Why Daniel Day-Lewis?
Look, Daniel Day-Lewis was just suggested to me by Pat O'Connor, who said, you know, Daniel Day-Lewis has an Irish passport, and I went, ding!
Right.
And the reason I went ding was really contradictory. Was Daniel, to me, was so handsome, so noble. And I always think the opposites work, you know? It was perfectly great idea for him to play Christy, because Christy was so disabled. And you know, Christy himself, in a lot of these stories, it was my brother Peter who introduced me to the story.
Okay.
So Peter was doing a play on Christy Brown, and Christy came to the show, and he'd had a few gargles. Now, he wasn't out of it, but he was with the wife, you know, the nurse who he married, and I remember we showed him a bit of it, and I said to him, what do you think? And he went, I don't want to act him because I feel it'd be abusive of him, but, you know, but Daniel could act it, and he'd kind of go like, and his teeth grind.
Yeah.
And if you didn't relax, you couldn't understand the word he said.
Sure.
But if you relaxed and looked in his eyes, you could understand it. And what he said was, it's like the picture of Dorian Gray. I was like, wow.
Okay.
But Christy didn't understand that his head moved in this way.
Yeah. Because
his eyes were so still. So in the middle of all this disabled body were these piercing eyes that no Irishman I've seen since looked at me with such a steady eye.